Remember the fucking face podcast coming at you from Kilani Jewellery, my boy.
Remember the fucking face, DJ Stevie J, the show. I'm with Kilani.
Let's get it, baby. Right from Miami to Toronto. Who are you? Like, you want the world that's watching you out of Toronto today and the whole community of hip-hop that admires you. And I felt it. I seen it at the club. We vibe together. Drop like a little snippet from my own song, Remember the Fucking Face. Who the fuck are you, bro? Like, let them know.
I am DJ Stevie J. I'm one of the biggest DJs in the world.
You are?
I'm at the biggest party in the world, live on Sunday.
Sick.
I come to 44 probably once a month.
That's sick.
I'm dropping music every 2 months.
What?
I'm special just like you.
You are motherfucking special. Remember the Fucking Face podcast is a reason for it to happen, you know? Yo, DJ Stevie J.
Yes, sir. Talk to me.
The love, the feeling for the career you have. How did you get that emotion and movement toward your career?
I was just myself. I never tried to be somebody that I'm not. And the most important thing,
Yes, keep going.
you gotta show love,
Mm-hmm.
and you gotta be consistent.
Do you know love is real, right?
100%.
And do you know love is free?
100%.
Because it doesn't take much for you to love someone.
At all.
And it doesn't cost you anything
At all.
to tell someone you love them.
At all.
You know, your vibe, I told you I'm gonna feel your vibe. You got the shiver through my spine. And I and Remember the Fucking Face podcast has been recording. We're past over 10 episodes right now.
Fire.
Every person that I had here is either an athlete or a celebrity. And every story was told, was uncut. Stories that's never been here. And what it does, it gives the idea to the youth, the teenage, the new generation that's
Everybody.
looking at us today,
Mhm.
admiring our movement and wanting to be just like us. So, Remember the Fucking Face podcast is basically making people feel your endorsements into your career and the achievements, and when it made you feel like this is what I want to do.
Right.
What do you want to tell the young people to look up for as they growing, admiring your movement or your achievements?
What I'm gonna tell you is, if you vision it, that means it can happen.
Okay.
No matter the results, the key is you can never stop something that you love and that you feel is generally for you. I don't care if you bump in the wall. I don't care if you lose an arm.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
You got to keep going no matter what.
You know, there has been so much sites on social media that is such a trying to give you like inspirational speeches on
Right.
how to be successful.
Mm-hmm.
But I always tell people, admire other people's success story, but build your own story, because everyone has a story.
100%.
And not everyone's path is the same path that is built for you.
Everybody has different journeys.
What was the struggles going through it?
I'm still struggling now.
Struggle is real.
Super real.
So tell us about the struggle and fighting through every obstacle, uphills, mountains if you want to climb,
Right.
just to continue your consistency into your career.
When I first started, nobody wanted to book me. Nobody know who I was. When I started music, nobody wanted to do music with me.
That's usually the case, motherfuckers. I know.
Nobody. So you got to take charge in what you're doing. You got to show them that this is really for you. Like, this is not a game. This is not a hobby. This is my life.
Mm-hmm.
And you don't want to book me now, but in a few, you're gonna want to book me every week.
You seen it. You
I
knew
seen it. I
they're gonna
dreamed
book
it.
you, and now you're at Live. Live is one of the biggest club in Miami, and now in Vegas. And knowing that you're working under one of the biggest and the best managements for restaurants, entertainments,
100%.
and to be at Live, it's insane because I know so many DJs want to be at Live because it's like the most popping club in
Right.
Miami.
Yeah.
To get to this level and be able to be on that stage with that much crowd, knowing that this crowd is international now. So you're getting your name faster in people's ears than
100%.
any type of social media platform. How did you feel when you stood up on that stage? That's fucked up. You know, I'm feeling that moment, eh? Like going on that stage.
Crazy.
You understand? And you just said nobody wanted to book me.
Nobody.
Nobody wanted to fucking...
I also had to fight my way and Live. I didn't just start and Live. I had to fight my way. I wasn't the main DJ. I was the opener.
Oh, motherfucker. Oh, you better tell me the story.
I was the opener.
Tell me
I had to be there at 10:30 p.m. and the club opened at 12 p.m. But now, I get there at 1 a.m.
to play the main event.
and my show starts at 2 a.m.
I want to ask you, you're DJing in Miami at the main event, and the start of life in Miami is 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock. Like, people go to the club at that time, so
That's
you
when it
know
starts.
now you're gonna get the best crowd coming. To
100%.
How does it feel pumping into the fucking club and the music is fucking going and you're just DJing in there?
I still treat it like it's my last night in there.
Motherfucker, you're the man. You're the man. That's an inspiration. Every day is your last day.
You treat it like it's your last day.
You know, this is the reason for Remember the Fucking Face podcast. Is to know the real story and how you feel and how to make it. One story, and I repeated it to so many, and I like to repeat it because I want to hear what's your input.
Mm-hmm.
A girl tells me, Kilani, you're the funniest. You have so much confidence when you talk. You're full of yourself. I looked at her and was like, it takes time to get full.
It takes time to get full. Yeah.
You know, this is our first time, basically, me and you sitting talking. We met at the club 2 days ago. It was fucking popping.
Popping.
I loved your swag, your style. We were standing together there. We had a good time. It was a lot of laughs.
Good vibes.
And I felt a success story that day because I actually met you. I met Mellow Rags. That was so nice, so amazing, such a feeling. Where are you from, Miami, exactly?
I'm born and raised in New York.
My guy, that's where you kind of...
That's where I get it from.
Yeah. I got
But
you.
I live in Miami.
You just looked like 50 Cent for a second. New York, baby, New York. Shout out to New York. Shout out to Miami.
Yeah.
DJ Stevie J, DJ Stevie J.
Remember the fucking face.
Never forget the face. Always keep it on your mind. Remember the fucking face is for awareness. You know when I started to Remember the Fucking Face, do you know how it started? I came back from Miami. I was there setting up the building, setting up the new workplace, and getting my life ready. And my son was in school there and stuff. And then I came back after 7-8 months. And when I landed, I told almost everybody. When I landed at 1 o'clock. We were partying till like 5, 6 o'clock.
You know how it is.
And I had my barber give me a haircut and give everybody a haircut at 4 o'clock in the morning. We were dunzo. It was like one of the biggest party I ever had in my house right after landing because nobody seen me for 7 to 8 months.
Right.
Now after that, I come to work for almost a week. I'm talking to everybody, calling everybody. And then one day I got fucking pissed off. And I was like, remember the fucking face. Everyone, when I'm coming up. I'm going to be at every club. I'm going to be at every place. I'm going to see you right around the corner of your house. I'm going to make sure you remember this fucking face. Come and check me. Literally, everybody started. And then I moved with the slogan into bringing dirty jewelry made by other jewelers to people like us, people from our community.
Talk to me.
And the jewelry that was made for them, it was promised to be exactly like Kilani, same quality as Kilani, or they can give me give them a better price than Kilani. So they all assume that Kilani is Ferrari, and now we walked into Honda, and they're able to offer us a Ferrari right out of Honda. And this is so I started to take shots on showing real jewelry, people coming in and real stories, and I started to put the people with these jewelry behind me back to back, so you don't show the person face, you just show the back of his head,
Right.
and I'll be talking my story on my Snapchat, and that turned levels. And I love educating people. You felt my feeling when I first started talking to you. I don't like my client to be stupid. I like them walking out of here full of education, and when they wear my jewels, I tell them wait for the darkness to come. Because then you know what the fuck VVS DEF excellent means, because the shimmer, the dance, the blues, and all the colors you look into diamonds, you'll find it in the darkness. That's what makes it stand out. It's like you put a white person in a very, very dark room, they're gonna glow.
Facts.
You understand what I'm trying to say?
100%.
And the clarity puts it out all because it gives you all the flavors of diamond, what you need to receive from diamond. Now, I know you're from Miami. I know you're from America. I admire America to the highest level. My closest friend is Chad Kelly. He's the quarterback of the Argonauts. He's from Buffalo. His uncle is Jim Kelly. He's a Hall of Fame.
Jim Kelly.
Yes.
I know who that is.
All right. And I'm telling you, when I first met this guy, it was same mutual feeling I have with you, and we turned our relationship to so crazy close. And I looked at him one day and I said, every time I look at you, I see that American buffalo. I see that American soldier.
Right.
And when I see you rocking and rolling, and I watch your videos, I feel bombs over Baghdad every fucking day. And I'm fucking Iraqi, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I admire you guys' side. I admire the accomplishment America was able to establish from music, movies, Hollywood.
Right.
The concept of how social media work, how to build wealth, how to admire style, how to put out and be able to shine and make a status for yourself by dressing up with the best clothes, putting out the highest level of jewelry. But it's so sad in America, the jewelry is so shit because all they think about is how it hits. How do you feel about how it hits versus how it values?
No. Value is always better than quantity. Value is always better than how it hits. Like, how it hits should never be an answer.
And you know, I tell people, I'm gonna be with you forever. It's not a choice that you can make anymore. After you meet me, if I got close to you, even if you text me saying how are you, don't fucking text me. Just call me, say how you doing.
Right.
Feel my feeling. Now I'm gonna fucking call you forever, right? And
that's real.
When I say I'm gonna be with you forever, if I make a peace with you, and my relationship, it doesn't matter into jewelry, and I make you a piece, how much responsibility you think I have in my brain to deliver on that piece? Because now I have delivered you my biggest word. I'm gonna be in your life forever. How much responsibility do you think I'm gonna have to think about making you a piece?
I know you're gonna put your all in it.
And that's the faith that you put in and into every jeweler you speak to that inspires you.
100%.
You know, we all inspire each other because we all in this together. It's an art. I love the rain. I love the sound.
I was about to say the same thing.
If we're gonna make a new song, it's gonna have to have that rain. Thunders. Thunders, eh? Remember the word thunders. You see how I make music? Now you heard my first song.
I played it. I didn't hear it. I played it.
Okay. and I performed. And I think I seen the video. That's right. You was checking behind and seeing what I'm doing. And how did you feel about that fucking song? Remember the fucking face.
I was surprised how confident you was.
And this, you know, this is my first song.
And that's what made me love the song even more.
I love it.
You know, sometimes a person can make you like their song just by the energy. You could like a song, but you could like it even more because how genuine and energetic that person is.
Motherfucker, you put it right on the spot. DJ Stevie J.
And that's how you was that night.
You are the man, you know?
That's how you was.
I thank you for this. This is going to be the biggest thing that I'm going to keep in my life. And I might put it as a ringtone on my phone for the coming months and years to come to remind me of these words. You make my really shiver, bro. I love the feelings I have. I want to ask you something. Looking at a person that wants to do music or wants to DJ, what would be the first advice you would want to give them?
Two most important things. You gotta be yourself and you gotta be consistent.
Now, consistency, yeah. Consistency and confidence.
Confident 100%.
Is the most important thing. But being yourself is the number one key, because that's how you put out who you are, basically, in your music.
That's how people accept you.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
How long you been DJing now?
I'm gonna say 18 years.
What's the biggest record you put out?
For me? Or what's the biggest?
No, because you said you have records too.
I make records. My biggest record is with the Migos.
You actually had a record with Migos?
Yes. Before Takeoff passed away, yes.
Boom.
Yeah.
Toronto. Pay attention who we got right here. Remember the fucking face. And remember, you never know who you meet.
Never.
And in an outstanding way of behavior that you can put out can make you have the best relationship in a lifetime. Uncut, no edit, real stories told that you never heard in your life.
I didn't even know I was going to do this today.
I did 3 podcasts today. And my first podcast, because when I arrived home after doing the second song, I slept at 7 o'clock, 7:30 in the morning. You create another hit. Right. That's fucking crazy. Mm-hmm. And I woke up at 11 o'clock knowing my podcast is at 11:30. My eyes open, and I said, Jordana, you know the girl? And I pick up the phone. As I'm calling her with that phone, she's already calling me on the other phone. Where are you? I'm going to be there in 10 minutes. I was like, oh my God. I'm on my way. You see, work is the most important thing. Consistency, you said it, it is important.
Very.
But being loyal to your word, to your promises, it what makes you.
Yes,
and when
100%.
I did this, I was loyal to my job, loyal to my appointment, loyal to my podcast guest. I came in and look at the blessings I have with you and Mellow Rocks.
Energy, man. Good energy always brings good energy.
DJ Stevie J. When you call family. When you call your jeweler, my jeweler, they both sound the same, right?
Mm-hmm.
I tell people usually that are not in the jewelry industry, and even the people that are in the jewelry industry new, to remember that the people that will come in your life, they don't know much about jewelry, gold, and diamonds. You have to educate them, make them understand the concept of jewelry, where it stands before promoting it as it is an investment.
100%.
A lot of people, when the watches started to rise in values, all the watch dealers started to promote This is an investment. This is an investment. You're gonna double up your money. You're gonna make so much money. But these promises were made on false information because the momentum, the drive, the inflation made people make promises, tell people broken information to make money and gain on them.
Right.
How do you feel about investment? And I'm going to tell you an answer right after, but how do you feel about investment, lifetime investments, jewelry, and watches, and how to be aware of people that try to give you an idea to invest in and try to get your money? How do you look at that?
I mean, you always got to be careful who you work with. Life is all about investing. You must invest in everything. And jewelry is one of the best things to invest in. But it can't be no bullshit. And
you know, jewelry is the number one business that gives the jeweler the upper hand to fraud you, cheat you,
right,
and sell you something that is not it because you don't have the knowledge. You walk out thinking this is what it is. I'm sorry, I cut you off. So how you feel about that? And I'm talking in the jewelry industry because that's my field, right? But there are so much other fields that relates to the same story. How do you feel about that?
You just got to watch out who you... Not everybody is as loyal as you teaching the type of diamonds, the type of gold, the type of watch. Why is this watch worth this? Why is this watch worth different? Not a lot of people do that.
They don't. What I tell people, the first important thing in life is to believe that the jewelry that you're buying, it's your first self-investment.
100%.
Because it gives you the confidence. Like when I walk around with my jewelry, I know every motherfucker's watching me. I feel it.
Right.
I like shine.
Right.
I like fame. I like to be outstanding.
Right.
I like everybody looking at me. That's my life. People ask me, do you like money or fame more? I like both.
100%.
Welcome to Canada. Welcome to Toronto, Max. Kilani Jewellery, baby. DJ Stevie J in the building. Remember the fucking face podcast.
Remember the fucking face. Don't play.
Don't play, baby.
Don't play.
I love it. I am so thankful enough to have you with me.
Nah, it's a pleasure.
I'm amazed to be right beside you today.
Pleasure.
We're going to the studio right now, huh?
Let's do it.
Let's get it. Let's get it.
Let's do it.
Uncut, real stories told. You never hear it in your life. Remember the fucking face. Remember the fucking face.
Remember the fucking face. What you gonna do when they...
We don't want them to hear this. Oh, God. Oh, my God.
I remember that song already. I remember that shit already. Heard it one time.